Frank was having sports chatter with Game and said Lakers, Clippers, and Game's answer was?
Both.
There it is.
Why choose?
Brand new Behind the Music. VH1 has brought the series back. What a great series. It's all about Game tonight. And there's so many questions about you and about the world of rap in general. And this is a phrase people use all the time, and I don't think they know what it means, and I don't think I know what it means. East Coast, West Coast, and this feud or battle, does that still exist?
I think maybe loosely in people's minds. For the most part, it's just, I mean, long as the East Coast is on the East Coast and the West Coast, you got the Yankees and the Dodgers and the Knicks and the Lakers, there's always going to be a little bit of feud, but I just think it's real non-confrontational, kind of cool at this point.
At this point, it's non-confrontational, but at a point, it was confrontational.
I mean, Tupac and Biggie lost their lives, you know, due to that. So, yeah, at one time, it was real crazy.
And do you think because of those tragedies, the people sort of got sense into their heads and the craziness is abetted, or what?
Well, me, I like to look at, you know, Tupac Shakur and Christopher Wallace as more like apostles to hip-hop. Because, I mean, after their untimely demises, hip-hop kind of expanded, and now, I mean, it's huge today.
And do you think, to a degree, it has been co-opted? I mean, in other words, you're from Compton, it came from this place.
Right.
And now, you know, big companies and all this other stuff.
Right. I mean, I think that, I mean, music will help sell anything, and I think that these big corporations, companies, and these, you know, huge CEOs and these moguls know that, so, you know.
But when my 10-year-old, and I'll, you know, hey, do you want to go to the movies tonight? She goes, I'm down.
That's crazy.
I mean, I think it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool, man. The world's a little more hip than it used to be.
And has the message changed from those days of Tupac? In the music, do you see a difference in the lyrics and what's being said?
I think most of these kids these days are just having fun. It's getting a little bit more colorful and, you know, a little dancey, so they're doing their thing. And, you know, I appreciate it, and, you know, appreciate that aspect of it.
I love that you call them kids.
Yeah.
We're going to look at a clip. We're going to look at a clip for a second. Now, Game has not seen the show, nor have I, but I understand one of the things it talks about is this, I'll put it in quotes, this feud with 50 Cent?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was a feud that was short-lived, lasted about a year or two, and it took up, you know, a lot of my time and frustrated me and a lot of people. So, kind of phased that out as I started working on my third album or my second album, and then, I mean, now I'm starting the fifth. So,
we're going to talk about that in a second. Here's a clip from Behind the Music.
I wanted to kill him, for real, and I thought that there was a strong possibility that I would die. I just felt like me and 50 were the modern-day Tupac and Biggie, and I thought we would have the same outcome.
Why didn't you have the same outcome?
I think that I was a little bit more wise, and I didn't, you know, I'm from Los Angeles, and I just didn't fall astray, you know, to that trap.
But what's it about? I mean, why is there this criticism back and forth in the music?
I think it has a lot more to do with the fans and people and critics and people egging it on than it does, you know, the two entities, which would be me and 50. You know, sometimes it just gets out of your hands and you can't control it.
Have you ever sat down with him, you know, broke bread and said, "Hey, what's up"?
No.
Okay.
Not.
You want to do that here tomorrow?
That'd be a show.
Go ahead,
I was going to say, part of it, do you think, is that, like you were just joking about, you got a little more age on you now. Do you think part of it is just wisdom of growing older and getting smarter?
Yeah, a little wisdom. I mean, you know, with time comes age and wisdom, and then, I mean, you can't help but, you know, to live and learn. So.
Right.
Here is like Rumor with a capital R. The latest album is called FIVE.
Yeah.
Is it your last album?
It's the last album of my contractual obligation. Yeah, I did say contractual obligation. That's a pretty big word.
Right,
you know?
Sure.
Yeah. No, but it's the last album on my contract for Interscope, so they have an option to re-up, or, you know, I have an option to go off and get 10, 20 million from whoever.
Sounds like we're talking about NBA basketball play here.
I plan to just ride off of Game's draft. That's what I want to do. Behind the Music with Game is tonight at 9 on VH1. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming.
I feel like you're up earlier than you generally are.
I don't wake up till 3 p.m. So.
Well, go back to sleep, sugar. Thanks for your time.
Neither do I. So there you have it.